Okay, ready to show you my setup here. There's the Echo sitting on the counter in the living room. And over here, I'll show you one of my main switch panels where I've got several switches identified. And obviously, if I turn on the switches, the lights will turn on. But what's kind of nice is the kitchen was separated when we remodeled the house, and somehow the kitchen overhead spots got separated into two different switches. But I've got a switch here called Kitchen All. This is simply an accessory switch that normally is made into a three-way switch by associating it with whatever other switches you want. But I left this one unassociated, but have it controlling a Smartthings group. And the groups are great because you can just tell them exactly what you want them to do. So on that Kitchen All switch, I've got a group that will turn on every light in the kitchen. So let's press it. Kitchen on. And it takes a minute sometimes, but they all have come on. My little pendant lights are on. All of the kitchen lights over here are on. My breakfast lights and my breakfast table lights. And one other light, my pantry, gets on also. So it's on. Now I can come over and individually shut off whatever lights I want. But this main Kitchen All light, I've got it set as a toggle. So when I turn it off, guess what? All the lights in the kitchen turn off. And like I say, it takes a second sometimes, but it will work. I don't know why there's a delay, but sometimes there is. But eventually they will go all out, and sometimes it takes a little while. So we'll get back to that and see if they go out. All right, let's go look here. Now, as far as three-ways go, here is a living room switch over here, and this was the only switch that turned the living room on and off, and it turns a bunch of lights on and off. And it was very inconvenient, so I wanted to go ahead and get a three-way. So, for instance, here's the living room on, turns on all these lights in the living room, and that's the main switch. And I installed an accessory switch over in the foyer for when you come in. And what's nice about the accessory switches, once you associate them with the main switch, is they will dim also. As well as being associated, they also dim. So not only do they turn on and off the lights, I'm going to turn them off here and you'll see them go out. They allow you to dim the lights. And you can have as many accessory switches associated to a main switch as you want. And that makes a nice way to control everything. So one other thing, before I show you the Echo integration, turn on these lights and get them all bright again. I wanted to show you where the equipment room is, and here's where all the Wi-Fi and all the wires, and it's not very neat yet, but I'm not moved in, so I'm working on that. And like I said, this is the old Lutron system, that whole big old panel, and God knows what it costs. That thing is now obsolete. It's not controlling anything else in my house. But what controls everything now is the Smartthings hub. This little box does what this big old box did in '07, except it does a lot more and allows you to program a lot more things. And I should have turned the light on in the closet. That's an on-off light switch, that turns on a fluorescent fixture up top here. So it simply is on-off. And those are good for fans and for fluorescent lights and for non-dimmable LED lights. But if you got dimmable, I would use a dimmable switch. Let's turn that back off. All right, now let me show you my Amazon Echo integration. So if I want to talk to Alexa here, and there again she thinks I'm talking to her.
You are 1.03 miles, 1.65 kilometers, northeast of the center of Pleasant Grove, Florida.
Okay. Well, let's try something. Alexa, turn off living room.
Okay.
Works pretty good. Now, I just installed today a Somfy RF to Z-Wave controller. And I'm not sure I got the hang of it, but I do have it working my blinds. I had the original controller for the blinds, a little remote, is the Somfy one channel little remote here, and it works all four blinds together, either up or down. And so I used it to program channel 1, and this is supposedly a 16 channel device. But I used it to program channel 1 into the blinds. So the only problem is I have to tell the blinds are either on or off. There's no up or down. So let's try it. Alexa, turn on blinds. See, they're already on because they're down.
Okay.
How about that? It's a pretty nice setup, as long as I can remember what to say. And of course, I can go into the Smartthings hub and create a group and have the blinds open and close at whatever time I want automatically, or at sunrise, sunset, or if somebody walks in the house, or, you know, there's a million combinations you can do. But now that I got that working, that's a pretty good setup. Alexa, turn off blinds.
I found several devices matching that name. Which one did you want?
Alexa, turn off blinds.
Sorry, I couldn't find a device or group name turn off blinds in Steve's account.
All right, we'll try it again. She's a little confused sometimes. Alexa, turn off blinds.
Okay.
There we go. But it's nice to have her around. Alexa, turn on fan.
Okay.
Now, the way I made this work is I created simple groups in the Alexa setup to control whatever I want. And some groups only control one thing, like the fan there. It just controls the one fan. But I created a group called fan because my switch is called living room fan. I didn't want to have to say all that. One other thing I got going, that's the last thing I'm going to show you here, is I have my TV working. I have a Harmony hub down here working everything. Let's get a few lights on. Alexa, turn on living room.
Okay.
Wrong room. Alexa, turn on game room.
Okay.
There we go. And all my lights come on. They dim to 100%. And turned on everything in the room, of which there are several different switches you have to do that with normally. Anyhow, we're all on now. Got a little light. And obviously this is a different Echo device. This is the little smaller Echo Dot, they call it, I believe. And it's on the same programming as the one upstairs. And so I only have to program it once, and both devices know what to do. All right, let's give this a try. Echo, turn on TV. Wrong thing. Alexa, turn on TV.
Okay.
And there we go. She turns on my TV. I've got the hub programmed to come on, turn on the audio system, and go to CNN on the Dish Network device. Works perfect. The only problem is, to turn it off, there is no turn off command for the Harmony, so you call it a hub. So Alexa, turn off hub.
Okay.
But as long as I can remember what to say, it works. Alexa, turn off game room.
Okay.
And there's everything off down here. Except the rope lights are on a separate, I don't have them going on and off because I have the rope lights come on for my Smartthings at sunset along with all the outdoor landscape lights and the pool lights. And I'll make you another video for my outdoor stuff when it gets dark. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.